Hello students, how are you all? I hope that you all are fine. My name is Vida Nirali from Saraswati Group of Education. And students, now in today's session, that is session number 3 of our chapter number 4, that is working with windows. So we have already understood the 2 of the sessions, right? We have gone through 2 of the sessions. And now we are moving towards our 3rd session. So in that, first of all, starting with a new topic, let's have a quick recap that what we have learned in our previous 2 sessions. કે આપણે લોકોએ આપણા પહેલાના સેશન્સમાં શું લર્ન કર્યું એનું એક ફટાફટ ક્વિક રિકેપ લઈ લઈએ. ઓકે, so we have understood about the operating system first of all, that nowadays Windows Microsoft is the best operating system. There are many more operating systems, we have understood about that, but Microsoft is the most important and widely used software, right? Now in that we have learned about working with Windows. We learned about desktop, that when you switch on the computer, કે જ્યારે તમે લોકો કમ્પ્યુટર ઓન કરો છો, the first screen which you see, કે જે પહેલી સ્ક્રીન તમને દેખાય છે મોનિટર પર, that screen is known as desktop. હવે સ્ક્રીન પર તમને you can see small pictures, right? So these small pictures are known as icons, એને icons કહેવામાં આવે છે. Then after that નીચે એક લાઈન આવે છે in the bottom, so that line is known as taskbar. Now in the taskbar on the left hand side there is a button known as start. E button is start button કહેવામાં આવે છે. Round button is there. So if you go on the start button, you can find out many programs. You can search. If you don't find any files or folders or any programs, you can search it up and you can see many programs over there. And you can also, in that you can also see there are some folders also. So in the start button, and you can also shut down the computer with the help of that start button. There are many other tools which is given on the taskbar. Okay. Then afterwards we have understood that on your screen there is one icon written over there. A computer screen is drawn, and over there it is written about my computer is written. So when you go click on the my computer, એટલે કે જ્યારે તમારે કોઈ બી આઇકન ઓપન કરવું છે, then you are supposed to do a double click. તમારે માઉસને ડબલ ક્લિક દેવાનું છે, then only you will open that thing. So double click કરો તો my computer ઉપર, તો એ જે પછીની સ્ક્રીન ઓપન થાય છે, in that you can see that there are drives. E drive છે, C drive છે, D drive છે, right? So what we store in that drive, એ drive આપણે શું સ્ટોર કરીએ છીએ? So we store our information, our data, everything. But in the C drive we store those datas in which આપણે જે સોફ્ટવેર કે કાંઈ બી જે ડાઉનલોડ કરીએ છીએ એ બધા ડેટા છે એ C drive હોય, that is on a permanent basis, right? એ already આવે છે. Now D and E drive is divided on the basis of our storage capacity. કે એમાં આપણે હાફ ઓફ જીબીનો ડેટા એમાં ડિવાઈડ થઈ જાય છે. એટલે તમે ઓલમોસ્ટ જો તમારે 1 જીબીનું હોય તો 500 જીબી આમાં ડી ડ્રાઈવમાં સ્ટોર થાય, તો 500 જીબી ઈ ડ્રાઈવમાં સ્ટોર થાય. So in this way you have bifurcation is already given. Now after that, if you insert a pen drive, then again a new drive is created, that is a removable disk. If you insert a CD, then again a new drive is created, that is CD drive. So whenever you enter something, a new drive is created for the external devices, right? So in D drive and E drive you can store your data, that is your documents, your files, your pictures, images, anything you can store in that file. Now after that we have understood about files and folders, how to create files and folders. Then afterwards we have understood that why it is important to create a file and folder, and why it is important to manage it in a sequence. In a sequence માં કેમ maintain કરવું, that we have understood. Then afterward we have also seen the icons of the files, કે અમુક જે પ્રોગ્રામ્સ છે આપણા માઇક્રોસોફ્ટ છે, પાવરપોઈન્ટ છે, એક્સેસ, એક્સેલ, તો એ બધાના આઇકન્સ શું છે? વોટ આર ધ આઇકન્સ ઓફ ધેટ? અને એ આઇકન્સની તમે કેવી રીતે જોઈ શકો? that we have already learned in our previous session. So, and in the previous session we have also gone through the steps of creating a files and a folder on the desktop. Desktop ઉપર files and folders ને create કરવાના આપણે steps પણ જોયા હતા. So the steps are creating a new folder or a file in the desktop. So what you are supposed to do, that right click on the blank space on the desktop. A menu, second is a menu appears. select the new option. Then a sub menu appear થાય છે, and now in that you have to click on the folder option. A new folder icon gets created on the desktop, and type the folder name. For example, હવે folder નું name આપી દેવાનું કે આપણે for example my school name આપી છે. So after writing the name, press the enter key and your folder is created. A folder called my school gets created on the desktop. Now steps to create a new file on the desktop. Then double click on the folder. So my school you have just created, that will open. Now right click on the blank space of the window. Window ની blank space જ્યાં હોય ત્યાં right click કરો. A menu appears. હવે એમાં new option માં જાઓ. After that a sub menu appears. Now click on any one of the file તે તમને દેખાશે from the list to create a file that type. Now we are clicking on the Microsoft, for example Word. Microsoft Word માં click કરીએ છીએ. So a new Microsoft Office Word document icon gets created on the desktop. So type the name for the file. For example, if we are over here, we are giving the name timetable. Now after writing the name, press the enter key and your file gets created. So we have learned all these things. Then afterward we have also learned that how to move a file into folders. હવે એ ફાઇલ આપણે ડેસ્કટોપ પર ક્રિએટ કરી છે. હવે એ ડેસ્કટોપ પર ફાઇલ છે એને આપણે ફોલ્ડરમાં કેવી રીતે મૂવ કરવાની? So you can move the files on the desktop in the newly created folder. To clean up your desktop and organize your work. આપણે આપણું વર્ક ઓર્ગેનાઇઝ કરવા એક પ્રોપર ફોલ્ડરમાં બધી વસ્તુને સરખું સ્ટોર કરવું પડે. If you keep everything on the desktop, then your desktop will get full and it will also look messy. It does not look good. So we have to be organized. So move the file timetable to my school folder on the desktop by using drag and drop option there. Now drag and drop the file over the folder in which you want to move it. Or else you can also copy files into the folders. જે આપણે પ્રેક્ટિકલી કર્યું કે આપણે કોપી કરીને પણ ફાઇલને મૂવ કરી શકીએ છીએ. And then after we have seen that opening an existing file or a folder, કે આપણે જે ફાઇલ બનાવી લીધા હવે એને ઓપન કેવી રીતે કરવાના એના સ્ટેપ્સ આપણે જોયા હતા. કે ડબલ ક્લિક ધ ફાઇલ ઓર ધ ફોલ્ડર, કે આપણે કોઈ પેજ ઓપન કરવું હોય તો આપણે ડબલ ક્લિક કરવું પડે icon on the desktop to open it. Now alternate method to open a file or a folder, એની બીજી કઈ મેથડ છે કે રાઈટ ક્લિક કરો એ આઇકન ઉપર અને એની રાઈટ ક્લિક કરશો એટલે આખું મેનુ અપિયર થશે. એના ઉપર ઓપનનું ઓપ્શન આવશે. ઇફ યુ ક્લિક ઓન ધેટ તો પણ એ ક્લિક થશે, ઓર લેફ્ટ ક્લિક ને ડબલ ક્લિક કરશો then also your icon gets open. So these are the options which we have done. Now in today's session we are going to see that how to rename a file or a folder. આપણે ફાઇલ અને ફોલ્ડર ક્રિએટ કરી લીધા. હવે એમ થાય છે કે આને મારે છે જરૂર નથી, હવે મારે આને બીજું નેમ આપી દેવું છે આમાં નામાં. So you can also rename that file or a folder. After that, moving a file or a folder, कोई भी file and a folder ने move केम करवी, copy केम करवी. So all these things we are going to see in this session practically. And now if you don't want that file, तो ये file ने तमे delete पण करी શકો છો. So how to delete the file or a folder? So all these things we are going to see in this video. Okay, so students, before starting today's topic, let's have a quick recap that what we have learned in our previous session. So in the previous session we have learned that how to create a files and a folders on the desktop. So for creating a folder on the desktop, you have to give a right click on the blank space on the desktop. એટલે કે અહીંયા ડેસ્કટોપ ઉપર blank space છે ત્યાં કર્સર રાખીને right click દેવાની છે. So you can see the menu appears over here. Now you have to click on the new option. અહીંયા new લખેલું છે, option પર click કરશો. So sub menu will appear over here. Sub menu appear થશે. So in that you have to click the folder. You will click on the folder option. The folder gets created. Now you have to give the name to this folder. Just now I am giving the name over here as my school. And then press the enter key. So your folder is created. Now how to create a files on the desktop? Again you have to go through the same procedure, that you have to right click on the blank space on the desktop. કે right click કરવાનું છે, blank space હોય desktop માં ત્યાં cursor રાખીને, and then you have to click on the new, and you can see many files will appear over here. So just now I am creating a file of Word document. So I'll click Microsoft Word document and my file gets created. Now I'll give a name to this file. For example, just now I'm giving a name as a timetable. Okay, so as you can see that we have created a file of Word document, that is timetable. Now how to move this file into the folder, that we have also learned, that you have to copy this file and you have to paste this in the folder. For copying the file, what you are supposed to do, that click just a single click on the icon and then do the right click. So you can see the menu appears. In that, go select the copy option. Now go in the My School folder, double click on that. So you can see the screen which appears over here. Now give the right click on the blank space given over here and you can see the menu appears. In that, the paste option is there. Click on the paste option. So your file is copied over here. તમારી જે ફાઇલ છે અહીંયા કોપી થઈ ગઈ છે. Okay. Now we are going to learn that how to open the existing file or a folder. કે આપણે જે ફાઇલ અને ફોલ્ડર છે એને ઓપન કેવી રીતે કરવાના. There are two ways to open a file and folder. The first one that we know, that by double clicking we can open a file or a folder. So we have double clicked over here and our folder gets opened. Now the another method is that the same procedure we can apply to open the file. Now the next method is that just give a single click on the folder and then give the right click. So you can see over here open is given, open option is given. Now click on that option and your folder gets open. So these are the two ways with the help of which you can open a folder or a file. Now in today's session we are going to start with how to rename a file or a folder. કે ફાઇલ ને તમારે ઓર એલ્સ ફોલ્ડર જે છે એને તમારે રીનેમ કેમ કરવાના, એટલે કે જે તમે નેમ આપ્યું છે એ નેમ હવે તમારે નથી જોતું તો એ તમે નેમ ચેન્જ કેવી રીતે કરશો, હાઉ યુ વિલ રીનેમ દેટ ફાઇલ ઓર અ ફોલ્ડર. So for that, again I am going in the folder option, give the right click. In that you can see a menu appears and in that rename option is there. Click on the rename option and type the name, give the backspace key and type the name which you want to give. કે તમારે જે બી નેમ આપવો છે એ નેમ તમે અહીંયા આપી શકો. For example, I am giving the name over here result and then press the enter key. So you can see that the folder which we have created with my school, now we have renamed that folder and we have given the name result. આપણે એને result name આપી દીધું છે. So in this way you are supposed to change, then rename the folder. So the steps of that is right click on the file or the folder to be renamed. A sub menu appears, एक menu appear થશે. In that click on the rename option, then type a new name for the file or a folder and then press the enter key. So the file or the folder has been renamed. Now moving a file or a folder, આપણે આ rename કેમ કરવું એ જોઈ લીધું. Now we will see that how to move a file or a folder. You can move a file or a folder from one location to the other by using the cut, copy and paste commands. કે એક જગ્યાએથી બીજી જગ્યાએ કોઈ બી ફાઇલ ઓર ફોલ્ડરને મૂવ કરવું છે તો એ તમે કેવી રીતે કરશો. So for moving that there are three commands, that is cut, copy and paste. Now how to use all these three, that we will see over here. Steps to move a file or a folder. So now first we want to move this file, result folder is there, right? Now we want to move this into the another folder. So let me create a new folder over here. Now I want to move this folder into the my school folder. મારે આ રિઝલ્ટ ફોલ્ડર છે એને my school ફોલ્ડરમાં મૂવ કરવું છે. સો હાઉ વિલ આઈ ડુ? જો મારે આ ફોલ્ડરને અહીંયા પણ રાખવું છે એન્ડ માય સ્કૂલ ફોલ્ડરમાં પણ રાખવું છે તો હું આ ફોલ્ડરને કોપી કરીશ, રાઈટ. પણ મારે આ ફોલ્ડરને અહીંયા ડેસ્કટોપ પરથી રિમૂવ જ કરી દેવું છે. ધેન આઈ વિલ ગો ઇન ધ કટ ઓફ. તો હું આ ફોલ્ડરને કટ કરીશ. સો રાઇટ ક્લિક એન્ડ ધેન click on the cut option. Then you just open the my school by double clicking on the icon. So you can see the blank screen appears on the screen. Then give the right click and paste. Right? So your result folder has been moved into the my school folder. Now you can see on the screen that હવે અહીંયા રિઝલ્ટનું ફોલ્ડર અહીંયા સ્ક્રીન પર છે નહીં, હવે એ માય સ્કૂલ ફોલ્ડરમાં મૂવ થઈ ગયું છે. સો આપણે કટ કર્યું છે. કટ કર્યું એટલે કે આપણે એ ફોલ્ડર હવે જ્યાં જે પ્લેસ પર હતું ડેસ્કટોપ પર હવે એ પ્લેસ પર નથી. બટ જો એ ફોલ્ડરને તમે કોપી કરશો તો એ ડેસ્કટોપ પર પણ રહેશે અને તમારે જ્યાં પેસ્ટ કરો છો કોઈ બી ફોલ્ડરમાં એ ફોલ્ડરમાં પણ તમારી ડેટા રહેશે. બંને જ પ્લેસ પર તમારો એ ડેટા સેવ થયેલો રહેશે. બટ જો તમે કટ કરશો તો એક જ્યાંથી ડેટા તમે કટ કર્યો છે ત્યાંથી એ ડિલીટ થઈ જશે. સો ઇટ ડિપેન્ડ્સ કે તમારે બંને જગ્યાએ તમારો ડેટાને સેવ રાખવો છે ઓર એલ્સ યુ વોન્ટ ટુ રિમૂવ ફ્રોમ ધ વન પ્લેસ. દેટ ઇટ ડિપેન્ડ્સ ઓન યુ. નાઉ how to copy a file or a folder. We have learned that how to cut the file or a folder. Now we will see that how to copy a file and a folder. Now if you want to copy this file timetable, then you just have to give the right click and you can see the copy option over here. Click on that, then open the my school folder. Keep the cursor on the blank screen, right click and paste. So your file timetable is copied in the folder my school. So these are the steps to move a file or a folder by cut and copy option. So for cut, right click on the file or a folder you want to move. પહેલા right click કરવાનું જે ફોલ્ડરને ઓર ફાઇલને તમારે મૂવ કરવું છે એના પર. Then click on the cut option. Go to the location you want the file or folder to be moved. પછી જ્યાં તમારે એને પેસ્ટ કરવું છે એ લોકેશન પર જવાનું છે. And then right click on the space of that window. And then click on the paste option. So the file or the folder has been moved to a new location. હવે એ new location પર મૂવ થઈ જશે. Now copying a file or a folder. હવે ફાઇલ અને ફોલ્ડરને કોપી કેવી રીતે કરશો? You can also create more than one copy of your file or a folder. એટલે કે એક કરતાં એની વધારે કોપીઝ તમારે રાખવી છે તો તમારે કટ કરવાનું આવશે by using the copy and paste commands. Steps to copy a file or a folder from one location to another. Now steps to copy a file or a folder. Steps to copy a file or a folder from one location to another are: right click the file or a folder you want to copy, then click on a copy option, go to the location where you want the file or a folder to be copied, then right click on the blank space of this window and click the paste option. And in this way you can copy a file and keep many copies of your file. Okay. Now the next is, so over here we have learned that how to rename a file or a folder, then how to cut or copy the file and the folder. Now we will learn that how to delete a file and a folder. Now if we don't want that file or a folder, then what are the steps to delete the file and a folder? Right click on the file or a folder that you want to delete. Right click karvanu and you can see the delete option over here. Click the delete option, then one box appears on the screen for the confirmation that are you sure that you want to delete this file. Then click yes and your file is deleted. In the same way, if you want to delete the folder, again do the right click and delete option appears. Delete and yes, so your folder is also deleted. Okay, so your folder is also deleted. So in this way you can delete your files and folders. Steps to delete a file or a folder is right click on the file or a folder to be deleted, click on delete, then a delete folder or a file confirmation window appears. Then click on yes, the selected file or folder has been deleted. So in this way you can delete a file or a folder. Okay, so I hope students that you have seen the video and you have understood that how to rename the file, how to move, copy or delete or a file and folder. So all these things I hope that you have understood with the help of the video. Now I will send you the worksheet that you are supposed to write the steps કે તમારે આપણે જે આ બધી વસ્તુ આજે લર્ન કરી, rename, moving, copying, deleting, everything. So you are supposed to write the steps of all these things in your book. That will be your homework. And still if you have any doubt, then rewatch the video કે આ વિડીયોને પાછો જુઓ and you will be cleared with your doubts. તમને તમારા doubts છે એ clear થઈ જશે. Okay students? અને તો બી કંઈ થતું હોય તો તમે પ્રેક્ટિકલી ઇફ યુ હેવ અ કમ્પ્યુટર એટ યોર હોમ, તમારી પાસે જો ઘરે કમ્પ્યુટર યા લેપટોપ હોય તો તમે આને પ્રેક્ટિકલી પણ તમારા કમ્પ્યુટર અને લેપટોપમાં કરી શકો છો. જેમ દીદી જ્યાં વર્ક કરતા એવી રીતે તમે પણ સાથે સાથે કરો તો યુ વિલ ગેટ ક્લિયર આઈડિયા અને તમને ઇઝીલી સમજાઈ પણ જશે. ઓકે, સો ટિલ ધેન બાય બાય, થેન્ક યુ, ટેક ગુડ કેર ઓફ યોરસેલ્ફ.